But the Delta I'm interested in right now is that period between the time when the American people say WTF and the time when they actually get somebody who's willing to change things. And again, in the 1930s, it's a 4-year shift, it's a 3-year shift really from Hoover to FDR. And the you think of the ways in which people pressured their Congress critters to do something, anything. And I wonder if, of course, the momentum has been building against the Trump administration since even before he took office, since he was elected in 2024, and his numbers are in the toilet and all that sort of thing. But I wonder if the economic pain and of course the loss of our service members, which hits especially smaller, less affluent populations. I've got a in an undeniable way. And you're very aware of your neighbors that are in the service. I wonder if this will create enough pressure.
I'm sorry, you're very aware of your neighbors who are. How often do your neighbors deploy? Although your hero neighbors, how often do they deploy? Anyway, I didn't drink last night. I woke up after 6 hours. Went to bed around 12:20, no 12:40 or so a.m. And it was dark, and I was like, I slept. It was, I just, yeah, I mean, I feel okay. I'm having my Red Bull, big exercise one. Still, it was cool. Well, I got a surprise. Like so yesterday, I just got a text and like, would you like to have coffee? And we over met this nice couple that I know, and then like we were like, want to go see the bride? I'm like, dude, I want to see the bride. Like the first time, because I don't have a vehicle, I don't have a car, and the town I have doesn't have. Well, it's not a big city, so I was just like, a movie theater? Really? You're gonna drive me to the last week? My brother came up, and it was the first time he like actually spent an entire day with me. He's trying to, well, anyway, now you get a family dynamics like who's in charge, the older brother, the younger brother. He's obviously, anyway, I've got issues. It was kind of like a Stannis issue. I don't know if you're a Game of Thrones person, but the party shall go on. I'm still here. Don't worry. Don't worry, little brother's made sure that I'm in box. So yeah, I saw. So we saw a Scream 7. That was very interesting. I haven't. I'm just not a big fan of the Scream franchises. I know what you did last summer, a scary movie. I just think these trifectas of product that it didn't appeal to me. It was just kind of like just an hour and a half of this dude running around and then you gotta get the frame, the Halloween and Michael Myers is Halloween. Anyway, product that I grew up with. Even those, after about three, it's like a band album. You ever been in the band? You ever like music? You notice like these big, huge bands, they'll actually last for like 2, 3 albums. And you go look them up. Oh, they have like 7 more albums, but their popularity is like because new stuff comes. I saw Scream 7 week, last weekend, and last night I saw The Bride, which is the one I wanted to see. The commercials for the previews, the cinematography, the cinematography looked very nice, very clean. The color hues, just the recreation of like the I didn't know if it took place in the 1800s or 1900s. So it's like it was just a very artistic appeal to it, just based on the previews. And so I have so many questions. I have so many questions about like that's Jim Carrey. Say that it's like Batman. I thought that was Jim Carrey. I didn't know any of the actors' names. I still only know him. I mean Christian Bale. That's the only star name that I know from the thing. Oh, and Maggie Gyllenhaal directed and wrote it. So there are two names, and the people I was with, they're more of the they gotta keep going. And so sitting through the previews and just or sitting through the credits and like talking about like the audio and well, it's kind of hard to vote for those types of things in the Oscars if you don't actually pay attention to who did the sound, if you like the sound. There's just so many things go into make a movie. So that's my rant. I really liked it, and more. Well, sometimes things are personal, like the whole life experiences, like this, like how Frankenstein, the Frankenstein character is just. I'm not gonna say he's simpy, although that's like the final form, like of 100 years of being like simpy. Wait, how would you know? I don't even remember what simp means. They said it was a banned word for a long time because it's an insult to guys. Sucker into mediocre p word, which implies that he has experience. Some guys, it's like, oh, you don't want to first get. You look around a room. Was it in church or in Revelations, and you're talking about the 144,000 Jewish virgin men? There's an army of 144,000 virgins, John. And unfortunately, or fortunately for you, the women on your side, they think that these guys have to be loyal to the first they get. That's their marriage. The women aren't. That's why you have such a good wife, huh? Anyway, one of the things is it's like they have this. The bride seems rather at different times terrified of him. Like maybe she knows him. Maybe it's not really Frankenstein. That type of stuff. It goes back to this like legendary period of forgotten stars of the. I don't even know what the silent film era is. I don't even know what the silent film era is. Well, anyway, there's this theme to it. What's his name? Rob Reaver or something? He's just fascinating. He goes to this movie theater and watches this. He's like a tap dancing Fred Astaire type of character. This old top hat, twirling umbrellas and dance numbers and singing. And he sits there and watches it. So I'm wondering like the how like is he actually the movie star? Because he other than being like all like the stitches and like he's obviously been up quite a bit. He's not as handsome as he used to be. And I just wonder, could that be a retelling of an old Hollywood legend, the ghost movie stars? I have this book. It's really weird. It's like it's this little pamphlet. It's this little like tour guide of Hollywood of all the murders, suicides. Like that place is filled with it. Well, it's like you roll the die for, roll the kill for, break a leg. Oh, to get that kind of. And I think in our overall zeitgeist of America, if you ain't famous, you ain't rich. Wait, that's right. Popular, popular. I want to be popular. I don't know if those are the right lyrics. It's just one of the songs from Wicked. But yeah, there's just so much to talk about. Like, the actress who played the bride, and then they had this thing. So I didn't get to sit through the credits because she's Mary Shelley, right? There's this thing where she doesn't remember her name, and yet these actresses and actors. And anyway, I like to go back to this. I was really against calling actresses actors, but yeah, it's they can play a man, I assume. But let's get off topic. Get back on topic. An actress. You know, I was reading Britney Spears' autobiography. And it was interesting because there's a movie that she did, and maybe there was another one, but she did this method acting where she was Lucy Wagner. And I think there was a reference. I have to go back and read that thing, but remember, she's not Lucy Wagner. And yet she didn't have a big movie star career. The people who have, how many roles? Like how many roles? I mean, how many characters? And so people who don't want to be recognized, I give a name. I don't know. Anyway, she's kind of a whorish. Yeah, she's also abused. So it goes back and forth. It says Chicago. It takes place in Chicago. And really part of it opens up. Oh, let me talk about the little Silkways because they have this dream version of her, and she's Mary Shelley, right? The author of Frankenstein, and she's talking, and then the actress, and I don't, they look different enough, and yet is like trying to piece it together. I think she looked like Shannon Doherty. You remember Shannon Doherty from The Craft? Because I didn't see for the credits, so I'm just guessing who they are. Like that's one of the things. Who's that? Because we have so many new people. You know, Supergirl's coming out in June, and I have no idea what the actress's name is. I have no idea. I have no idea. I watched last week. I was watching Scream, the Scream Seven. It's really interesting because they had like three like interchangeable blonde girls in it. It seemed like, and I don't know if like they were the same actresses in different like. It opens up. Yeah, okay. I'll talk about Scream a little bit. In my fascination, this is the first movies. These are the first movies in movie theater that I've seen since I don't know. I can't remember the Buzz Lightyear movie, Creed 3, Dungeons and Dragons, and I saw another one at the same movie theater. I lived at a 3 years ago. I was living in like a little hotel in a motel, you know, and there walked around. And they had from where I lived, I could walk to the movie theater. So I saw three movies in like 2023, early part or maybe the end part of 20. I'd have to look it up. I haven't gone to a movie theater. This is the first time I've been in a movie theater past 2 weeks in years. And I don't have the attention span really to sit down and watch a movie. Because when I turn on my television to like watch something pre-programmed, it's like something that's not. I just think who's live streaming right now. That's all I can think about. What live streams am I missing by watching this 2 hour movie? What am I going to do? I have nobody to talk to. It's like in an isolated cell with a camera. Nobody to talk to him. Nobody seeing him. He's a bad man. So yeah, these Hollywood people. See, I got it right on with Hollywood. I got that. I was rolled about last over a year ago because it was New Year's Eve 2024. New Year's Eve 2024. I was walking around like with an Instagram live looking at Christmas tree lights. All of a sudden, I hear this dude, hey, I turn around, like, you were filming my wife. Like, just grabs a phone, and he starts just screaming all fucking shit at me. And he's like, and all of a sudden, four other guys come up, like, huge. They throw me to the ground, they start stomping on me, calling me pedophile. And, you know, the police report, you look at it, they don't have their IDs on it. Police come in, I'm like, my ribs cracked in and shit. I'm just laying there on the freaking ground with all these guys, because that's all they have to say. You know, when you talk about bad words, nigger, see, it's illegal to call somebody that word and kill them. But if you yell pedophile, you're a fucking hero. Jack Trout. See, yeah, I'm gonna take this national Jack Trout. That phone that was taken, I had like threats from a dude who said, "Don't fuck with Hollywood." Don't fuck with Hollywood, faggot! Stay in Hollywood!
Because a lot of little things are gonna add up to one hell of a big thing. I'm gonna leave it on that. That's a nice cheery note to leave it on. I shouldn't read the news before we do these things. No, that's what you did. That's what you did. That's the thing. Bad. Well, it's a time we're living through so far. That's a main joke. That's a main joke. But we are living through it. Yeah. Which is always a good thing. So thank you everyone for being here. And we'll do it again next week. Joanne, you really are next week. Who the hell knows? But yes, we will do it again. There will be something to talk about. And yes, thank you, because I said this in my other things that I do too. The fact that you were doing it for so many of you shows how engaged we are. And that fact alone actually gives me more. Yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. All right. Off to snow here last night. It's absolutely beautiful. It's already melting. The geese are out there making other little geese, which is a little bit of a nuisance when they start to run around and get defensive with their gosling. But you love this. They get defensive. And I'm gonna work for a bit and get out of it. Raising the apple guy, and then the apple guy. If one of you could type Gary the apple guy in the comments so that I can take a photo of it and show him that I'm not lying when I tell him that you guys know that he exists, that would be I think he looks at me in a very dubious way. Oh, Gary, you're famous. You're a great apple guy, lots of them. Now we're good. Excellent. I'll scroll by. Oh my God. Okay, we're good. We got a lot of Gary. Okay. All right. We should also stop by, I don't know, whomever the M&M guy. I'm kidding. I know. You're going to get into it. All right. Love you, Joanne. Thanks for doing that. I love you. Talk to y'all soon. Bye, everybody.
Hey everyone, this is Dan Bell, and this is my video tour of the York Galleria, located in York, Pennsylvania. January 2001, I was getting ready for bed in my dorm room at Ole Miss. I was awakened by being thrown from my bed to the bed in my room. I was thrown face down. He has to go see a doctor. What kind of doctor? Like a pediatric.
Go out and scream a little bit. Oh, look at Pinky. You know what pink? You know what men who wear pink mean? You know what it means when you see a man wearing pink?
But DC wasn't doing that. DC's most expensive title at the time was All-Star Batman by Snyder and others, which was $4.99. Yeah, that was kind of a special time. Exactly.
So back to The Bride.
So, at Comic Pro, Marvel decided...
Yeah, that's a lot of injuries. I wonder how long they've had this little game going on.
Well, it didn't work out. David Gabriel, who is the
Senior Vice President of Print Sales and Marketing at Marvel, told retailers to buy it. Through a number of conversations, that the competitors' move to $2.99 across the line and still being kept for the price monthly titles of April has taken money off the table. That other company's sales may be up, but not by enough to combat that reduced income and the extra expense of printing, distributing, and selling the extra copy. Added to that, the introduction of 3 months of returnable comics has seen retailers order high.
There was a thing, I think it was in Tim Ferriss's. It's like you get an MBA and like it's like an MBA in a book. So what was it? Was that the explanation, or it was exclusivity? And that was a discussion about like you two, let's say you have 2 convenience stores and one brand of product. And you go to one and you sit down on what is the price that they can charge and will both customers and will both make a profit. Like, here, you carry this, you'll make profit off this. We'll sell these for, well, you get $1, I get $1. Okay, right? And that's the store, but only at that store. Like, that's the thing. You carry this, you take that other product off, you put this one in there, you're going way in town. People like it, they'll come to you. Okay, but what if you give it to both stores? And then you put them in competition where who can charge less? Like, the same product, 2 different stores, which one are you going to shop at? So it puts pressure on a seller to, like, make, profit. Who can lower their price the most?
That the failure of Civil War II to capture readers and the reliance of multiple off-season events gave readers a specialty. Most of these readers and its compatibility have been a resounding.
And then I don't know if you've noticed the amount of marketers. It's like going to Bill Hicks' world. I really need to watch I need to rewatch some Bill Hicks stand-up. He started off anybody here in marketing? And he goes, oh, kill yourself. Not very good language, that is kind of like a hate speech type of thing and bullying. Not okay. Yet, my goodness, everyone has a product now. Every time you can't talk to somebody without them pushing their product. You're like, you're a salesman for this product?
But there's a breakdown of the slide, and he doesn't believe.
There is a show on I think it was Netflix. It might have been produced a cable channel, but it was called The Increasingly Poor Decisions of Todd Margaret. And in it, David Cross, the guy from Mr. Show, Bill, All That Remains. So he goes and he gets his guy a new energy drink. He goes to the UK. He's in London. Like, seeing like going to stores to carry to order this energy drink. Gives people heart problems and stuff. Well, you should walk into one of the gas stations. It just like look at like shelf after like friggin' refrigerator just filled with all these like I've never heard of this before. Like was it Nos or Knox? What are the names of some of these things? I haven't had that one because there's a workout supplement that we had at my job site, and it was like kind of the same, like the white powdery, like this luminescence type of weird type of powder. You mix it in water or something and drink before workout. You're like, oh, you gotta run fast because you gotta get your natural heart rate up to match the the stimulant heart rate. Like you're sitting there, you're already like heart's beating like you're freaking like you've been sprinting for like you gotta sprint.
It shows the real answer. Selling the same or lower overall twice a month at a lower price. Selling the same or lower overall twice a month, what a price. Personally, I think many retailers are trying to self-assure themselves that backing the latest desperate attempts was fruitful, but the numbers don't lie. You can't self-affirm alternate truths to yourself. David does have a point.
I don't know if you can hear the background. I'm watching the Comic House. and they're like arguing. It's all old men. This entire revival of Magic the Gathering and comic, it's all these freaking old men with no kids. And I kind of get it because once you get free of that type of stuff, like the desire to support a wife and kids, mostly because you didn't have one, then you can go back and just be like, I don't, I'm off the dating circuit. It's just nothing but humiliation and dangerous too, at this age. At this age, finding a desirable single woman being the keyword. Well, then again, if you just expand your options to single men,
Theoretically, if you are a purchaser of that,
and I think that's why so many men have chosen to become gay.
you're spending $6.
Isn't me and Lady Gaga? I don't know if you know this. I dragged Lady Gaga on Twitter and got immediately suspended permanently. She says she was born that way. That's not a choice. I'm like, you got a lot of choices. I'm like, not as many choices as you want. But it might be safer to be gay. You get a woman into a man's space, it goes crazy.
You better watch your mouth and talk reverb.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to lore. Like, is Smurfette like a Smurf in drag? Or is she the only one? He made his day the the other 99 Smurfs find out, like, what a woman is.
Played Tupac in a VH1 movie about the character. He don't look like no damn Tupac. The character, the person. And notably, I took a picture with Tupac.
Interesting. You're talking about Tupac, legendary American rapper, and well, the story behind, like, his mom, Tupac is a Tupac, Tupac. I don't know. Apparently, it's like the legendary last emperor of the Inca Empire. There's that the last emperor got away, and he's in return rise up. And there's that, and then there's Tupac, the numeral two, PAC. But then there's the suits. Then there's the people to incorporate actor names. Does the dude who plays Tupac, he's not legally allowed to use that name anymore?
Retailers would say, yeah, we couldn't sell it. Oh, crap. And then they would report it as unsold. And then,
I mean, if you're gonna use an emperor's name, you hear the emperor's name being used in different strange ways, and you're like, what did the emperor do? Can you describe this emperor to me? Please describe him. I think that's easier. Getting somebody to describe like Trump is probably far easier than getting somebody to describe Jesus. Like, I'm looking for this Jesus person. You say you love him, that you know him. You know him personally. Oh, good. I'm looking for Jesus. And then they get really freaked out and stuff. Like, are you going to crucify my Lord? This is the year 2026 according to my calendar. He's already been crucified, right? You know him. Wouldn't that be an exclusive to get an interview with somebody 2,000 years old? You could get so much clarification on all these historical events. Wait, you were alive in 1500? What was going on in 1500? You check out this Wikipedia entry. Tell me if this is accurate. Frank and Jesus. There's a monster, kill it! Why isn't he dead?
That is the exact same creation behind the two that
I'm going to a No Kings protest today.
worked on this project is
One of the activists one of the boomer activists in the place I live. They have a handful. I think they're all going. It would be interesting.
Justice League trying to stop Batman from this case that he's obsessed with.
I mean, I think that's fair. Once you have 4 or 5 kings from different kingdoms yelling at you, like no kings, no kings. Hey, if it's not your king, what legal obligation do you have to obey him? If it's not your king, like I was reading, there's actually like the royal gossip of Europe. Apparently, they want the king of Spain to abdicate. There's a movement to have this king of Spain abdicate because they just don't like him anymore. I don't know. Maybe the king of Spain went to England and I am king here now. But we already have a king. Yeah, when a new king shows up. Wow.
I read it for this. I read it again for this. Oh, right. So hold on. I think I don't know. My opinion on metal is that
It's kind of weird. I've been up for like 2 hours now.
and it is unwieldy. And
I guess I could be cleaning, but
I think this is an event that necessitates you being defiant. I did not.
I've heard Prince William and Harry had like servants who would clean their rooms for them when they were on like military
You
deployment.
don't get basically anything of the other Dark Batman other than the Batman. No Red Death, no not really like Annihilator, Devastator. They're all there, but they don't really like factor. Batman and Black is always one of those.
Honesty, such a simple word. See, the first Maggie Gyllenhaal movie first Maggie Gyllenhaal movie I saw was Happy Endings.
It's probably a callback to
I used to love going to movie theaters. It's like something to do, and we walk out thinking, wow, what did I just see? So yeah, Maggie Gyllenhaal, and that was the first one. It was art. It was like an art house theater in New Orleans. I was at a low point in my life. I went in there and I'm like,
I don't think it's nothing I would ever point them to. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I think Snyder does take a lot of Morrisonism and plays it.
Maggie, your name's Maggie Gyllenhaal,
But I'm not sure it's
not Melinda Glinda, not Maggie.
Snyder talks about how he had to approach Neil Gaiman personally to ask for permission and got it. Which was really excited and also the use of the character. He's fairly factual. It's not. It's the new Sun. Yeah, the Sun. I think. I don't think so. He's a white. I don't know what that. Yeah, I don't know what that. Then if it's not clad in like all black.
And behold, a pale horse, and the rider upon him, death.
Now, Metal did really well. Yeah, remember that? Metal sold like crazy. The first issue sold 261,000 copies at $4.99. That's very good stuff. And for what it's worth, Secret Empire was happening at the same time as Metal. And for its part, Secret Empire number 9, excuse me, sorry. Number 9 and number 8 are on this list. 8, 9, and 10. What the fuck? We're pushing this thing out. 8, 9, and 10 are all on this list. Number 8 sold 81,000 copies. Number 9 sold 77,000 copies. And number 10 sold 86,000 copies. So taken together, all of those did not sell as much as benefits of that are a good thing.
Okay, 261,000,
Yeah.
at 499, what's from 3 million?
I also remember like
So they have 1.3 million in products sitting in like unsold or something. Dead Mall series, depressing last days of. That's one I watched the Dan Bell guy's back to doing his Dead Mall series. He did Dirty Hotels. I don't have like, well, anyway. Just the malls are very interesting. Me and the couple I love, it is. It's like the mall. We're mall people. We came from a thing when we were young, go and hang out at the mall. And young people may not do as much shopping at the mall, but it's a gathering place. And last night, the place you saw it at, it was like it's a new mall. It's a new mall. It's already having all the friggin' Caniford Dead Mall series. I think it's pushing for nostalgia. People say like how bad nostalgia is. It's one of those things. You're just trying. I want to be young. Like get my ball back. Oh, I had such a good time at the mall. So there's a product. It's just like I was thinking about it. Of the international trade and this new product. Did you ever have those aloe vera drinks? You drink it and it was like a kind of grapey taste, and it had like little chunks of the aloe in it, and it was interesting. It tasted good. Then they had the seed drinks. So these like little things, like little like seeds in them or something. I forget what they were called. Two things that were really popular, and I theorized somebody went on vacation because I've been places and you got, but I've never heard this properly. Oh, this is good. We need this. I'm gonna drink all the time. And so like last I saw the aloe vera was at like a 99-cent store. There's shelves and shelves and stuff. It used to be like, oh, like $3 a new exotic drink, and you have, and then it's like people just move on to something else. I mean, if you're only gonna buy one drink, you only drink one drink at a time. That's the thing. Why did I choose this today? I'm hoping it'll give me that ruby luck. It's sitting around. I've been trying to draw out this like, well, if I was a woman, the behavior, the type of. Sometimes it's hard to see yourself, Ruby. Well, I think there's potential in this community. Like I have nobody to gossip about. Howard, Howard, are you on a cocaine binger again, Howard? I don't think you're making wise decisions, Howard. We've mortgaged all of our generational wealth from your grandfather. Howard, are you snorting up the generational wealth? Are you leaving all the members of your family homeless and destitute and hated because they think we're you, Howard?
It's not like I haven't, it's set up, but so my brain just talking about it. That's why. Thank you so much.
Mm,
I
That's the story of my life. You fucking drug addict brothers and their friends. Man, what do you mean? He has all the money. He's not using it to buy drugs. He has all the money. He's not sharing it with you so you can have a good time. What's he doing with all that money? Man, your brother has all that money. He's not giving it. He's be beating on the street as a loser drug addict instead of like giving you medication. He's not buying any cocaine with it. You know what he's doing to the cocaine? He's destroying the cocaine market by not. You should have that money. Hey Jeff, go get that money so we can party. Hey Lacey, hey Face, Kevin gonna make you suck his dick for coke? Oh, wait, that's right. These fucking brain deads, they've been probably at their fucking meetings and stuff, telling all the horrible things I've done to them. These fucking drug addicts. You're gonna get that money from him one way or another.
I realized that the screen fell on my Mac. I will show you guys the pictures in a little bit. My screen fell on my Mac, and my Mac broke. I didn't realize at the time. So minus one screen and minus one Mac. But it was actually really good watching that. I went to Crystal Fair.
Hey, Lydia, how many personalities? Did you give each of your personalities a different name? You could be McDoodle.
I really like this remote power reward. People like spinning. Minus one match, but I like the.
That's the person, the streamer, the mini celeb that I'm watching. It's like it's kind of almost like the what was her name? We never knew. Is it Penelope Brown? Oh, that's right, Penelope and Frank. Why I see like the historical lore that went into creating these characters. Penelope. That is like that's the hysteria of being afraid of being recognized. You're just walking down the street, there's like some kid, Mommy, it's the whore. Mommy, it's the whore. It's the whore that stole Daddy. I had a roommate who I heard had a reputation. She was like hated. She didn't have any female friends because apparently she was known as a boyfriend stealer, and the reputation had been lasted enough that like from a boyfriend stealer to a daddy stealer. Oh, which is more hated? Somebody stealing your boyfriend or somebody stealing your daddy?
So my work schedule is going to change to 6 days a week. I'll be working during your normal screen time. I think the only solution is for you to completely change your screen time to accommodate my upcoming schedule change.
I'll have a live video bus. Okay, me and him.
3:14.
Wait, at 3:14, we celebrate. What, guys, what's the word of Friday? I feel like I'm missing out. On Friday, it's the tradition to honor Fancy Mac.
Friday is a joke on the Mac 5, meaning 3.14.
There's, why is there a day for a number? I don't understand.
3:14 Friday 3, 1,415.
I don't understand. Days are. Oh, I understand. Look at this.
Third month of year 14 day.
Oh, wait, that makes so much sense. And I thought you guys were just telling you what pi is. I'm like, I know some amounts.
Oh my goodness. I think that's the genius. I think that's the girl from Dumb and Dumber. Dumber. What was that? They had two. They had a reboot with they had a reboot with they younger characters playing Harry and Lloyd. Yeah, there was the name. 20 years later, they did a sequel where it was Jim Carrey and whatever the other guy's name is. Well, they have a dog. I think that. Hey, are you a B-lister actress? Hey Lydia, I'm talking. Are you a B-lister actress? Have you been like got credits in like some like forgettable movies and stuff?
In your clothes arrived from UK finally, I see the black skirt returns. Nice couch.
Mm-mm. You know what the black skirt means? Showing off those legs, enticing men. Notice how scantily whorish American women dress. Until I left the country and found out how degenerate we are. I was in Qatar, right? So I'm Qatar. You walk around there, and they have like not everybody's in the burqas. You know when guys start complaining because they want to be able to check out that body. Like that's one of the biggest complaints of those like down to the ankle. Like, oh man, oh how wish you looked like. I don't know if I should hit it. Like they have to see, right? Like the American guy has to know. It's like, show me more. I want to sexual you. I don't want to actually sexual him. Oh, yeah, hey baby, show it off. And then yeah, so you have like really conservative, like foreign religion people, not the good old Christianity, not as forgiving Christians and stuff. And then you see like some white woman come walking in, like ass hugging shorts and stuff. Every so serious, and she's like walking around showing liberation, like shaking her booty, trying to attract a fucking dude or something. I don't know. Then they get insulted. Then you get insulted. It's like, oh my goodness, what a juicy ass, Alexandria, or good juicy ass. And then they're, oh my goodness, sexual harassment. Why are you? I thought you wanted a compliment. I thought you wanted a compliment how fucking bootylicious that fucking ass is, AOC. Why are you complaining? Why are you fucking showing off? Why are you fucking trying to sell your fucking body and shit? You a fucking hooker? Oh wait a second, we're trying to clean up YouTube. I can get this strapped for freaking language. You don't want children watching this shit. Most beloved child entertainer of all. Today's most beloved child entertainer is going off on a tirade. What's wrong with Santa Claus? Santa Claus is way here, you stupid little. Stop asking for free shit. Oh wait, that's my job. You're supposed to ask me, but you didn't write a letter. You didn't write a letter. How am I supposed to know what you even want when you won't put it into words?
I really used to cry myself to sleep all day with cry myself to sleep.
Oh well. So that's my review of The Bride. It'd be really, really interesting to talk to people who are part of the making of it and learn a little bit about how filmmaking works and like storytelling and stuff and friggin' Maggie. I don't know Maggie. How if well, I suppose that I don't know how you want. Do you anybody else have a dream job to work in a mortuary? Who else like has career goals of like owning their own family mortuary?